Interesting. Oh, guys, okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, one sec. Oh, you can see me? Okay. Okay. Because it was weird. It's so weird. I don't know why. I feel like it's taking a while. Let me. Oh, you know what? I don't even know. Okay. It's weird because I see two windows at once. I see the Zoom window and the thing and the YouTube, and the YouTube is a little bit ahead. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's normal. You know how it is. Like lately, it's strange. Yes, as you know, as you know, as you know. So I'm here putting candles. Candles for me. For me this time. Congratulations, Rose, like investigator. Congratulations. Oh yeah. Hello. Everybody welcome. Roses like investigator. Hell, huh? Everybody welcome. Roses like investigator. Okay, so guys, oh my God. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, so I'm here. So okay, so guys, you know, it's guys. Okay, so I explained the story. Oh my God, here a cake. I explained the story. Okay, just a little bit later. I'll do the cake a little bit later. Just have it here, have everything. Yeah, light some other candles here. But the story of like how, what is it? You know how, guys, you see, I was so sad. I felt so embarrassed, first of all, that I was so, you know, I was like, as you know, I was a very like, you know, I was very, you saw how sad I was. I couldn't contain myself because I had just received a message from the guy, you know. So, oh, I just need to plug it in 1 second. I see that the battery is low. So yeah, one second. Let me just, I have to just connect the battery. Where is the cable? Sorry. There's no problem here, battery. So it was very interesting, guys. So, you know, it's not over yet. Okay, I don't know exactly that there's next steps, but it was very dramatic. I'm still kind of like, today I was still dealing with it, sending more documents and stuff like that. So okay, 1 second. I'm gonna light more candles. So guys, it was, anyway, thank you guys for your comments, your support, you know, because I was like really devastated. So, but anyway, so what happened in the apartment, as I was talking to you, I was sad, you know, crying because the guy, so I was thinking the reason why I reacted so strongly is the language I think the guy used. Here is my little table of candles, because I had left earlier. I had started these. Oh, I left earlier to go. What was it? Okay, I went some. I went to get groceries, so I had to blow the candles in here. There's these candles. There's the candles for the cake, but I just threw. So anyway, so okay, so did this have the cards? Wait, they were right. Oh, here they are. Okay. So anyway, so when we were on the live stream on Wednesday, I literally received the message like 7:01 or 7:02 or something, and I was like, kind of, I don't say I was shocked, but the way he wrote, this is the thing, guys, the rate I was, because you know, when you read something that is not so good, you kind of don't even want to read it again. But then I reread it, and he literally wrote, "You can't afford this apartment even if you pay cash." He wrote that. And I was like, wow, I read it again. It was just like, he said, like, why would you say something like that? First of all, we never said we're going to pay all of it cash. And we had a very good, like, we would have a good down payment. So I just felt the email itself was clear to me that it wasn't that, you know, it didn't seem legitimate. It was literally like he really wanted to block us, and he was finding ways to say it. You know what I mean? Like, because that's mathematically impossible. If you pay anything cash, the full amount, it means you can afford it. Like, you know, guys, it's so weird because I have, you know, those like personality styles. I am INTJ, or maybe I'm like somewhat a little bit tiny bit of autistic or something like that, where like I'm very focused. I focus on details a lot. So a person telling me that you can't afford it, telling me my parent, you know, my family, whatever, like that we can afford it, even if we pay the full amount, that doesn't make doesn't make logical sense. You can't say something like that, right? So then I was like, so, you know, what does that mean if a person who works in a business is very cash based tells you that you can afford something if you pay it full? It means it's not based on math. That's, to me, that was the first instinct. It was like, it's not a decision based on math. He's telling me no in every way, because they had already made a decision, and it has nothing to do with math. It was like, guys, I told you, that strong feeling. So anyway, so as I was talking to you guys, I looked up, I was like, maybe there's a way I can find who is the head of the board. So then I typed the building address, and then I wrote board, and then I saw that they have a Facebook group, and I emailed them. I said, hi, I was just rejected by the, I just had an experience, and I just wanted to tell you about, is there a way, I could, they sent me the email. So that, guys, I wrote the email. It was a really nice message. In the email, I made the assumption that they had rejected me. Okay. Or that they right? Because that's what it sounded like. So then I said, the way that he wrote it, I had the feeling, I'm not sure. I just need to know if he spoke to you. But it was a very nice message. I didn't say anything, I never mentioned his name, but I explained the situation that I felt like he was waiting for my information to reject everybody, which he received he received this stuff, and 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, he already rejected. And I'm like, did the board really have a chance to look at it in an hour? I start, when you start looking back. Anyway, so I wrote to them, and immediately, almost within 20 minutes, the one writes back. She's like, oh, I would love to, can you come to a meeting tomorrow on Zoom at 8:30 p.m. It was yesterday, right? So I was like, I went. So this is probably 10 o'clock last night. No, the day of the live stream on Wednesday. So, so I said, yes, I definitely will go. But guys, I was still upset. I was so upset that night, and even in the morning. So that I was so upset. I was thinking about it. And then, so I decided to complain. So I went, I was so upset about it. And I went on the Corcoran, Corcoran is the brokerage firm. So I went on their website, and you can complain. So it was a random website form, but you have to choose the person you're complaining about. And I was like, him. So his name is listed there. So I wrote, and I said, I am so upset. I said, I can't believe he said I was rejected, but I found out he was lying. I went ahead and I talked to the board, and the board told me he never. So he's like, they wrote to me. Oh, because this is the thing, guys. When the board wrote back to me, they were like, actually, he never spoke about your case with us. They wrote immediately saying that on the email. So I was like, I spoke to the board tonight, and they never spoke, he never spoke to them. So then they was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Because it was like, thank you so much for even taking the trouble to find us. And then writing, because she was nice, she was nice. So I was like, wow, that's cool. So I didn't really know, guys, what was going to happen on that meeting. I thought, and so that I collected the emails that, I collected, this is Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, whatever. No, really, I showed the emails. Here's email. Here's email. Okay, what was the email with the scandal? But her emails. No, no, but really. So anyway, so this, okay, so this is the meeting. But let me tell you before. So the same night. Okay, sorry, I'm getting confused. On Wednesday, so I wrote to the board, and they said come next day, on Zoom. At the same night, 2 a.m., I couldn't sleep. I'm not gonna say, I was still thinking about it. I was crying, feeling bad about myself. I was like, I'm gonna complain. So then I explained, I was like, I can't believe this person. I had never had such an experience in my life. He was waiting. He used my information to reject. And I explained the situation. I said that I had already spoken to the board. And I said, is he a con artist? I think he's a con artist. I was, guys, but I was so upset. I explained, I said, we had a very high down payment. He did this. And it turns out truly that my stepdad, he made it more than enough, whatever, long story, because we were mixed, long story, because all of our family, you know what I mean? Long story, because it's all of us together in this. So then it was clear, guys, that he had, so then in the morning, the guy calls, I didn't answer the phone because I was still mad. I did not want to cry if I talked to the guy. So then I wrote in the afternoon before, it's like, hello, Mr. Hi, I wrote in a language very lawyerly. I was like, oh, I would like to I'm here to find, to find out the truth. And I have a meeting where I will ascertain whether the statement he made regarding speaking to the board, it was very I want to know the truth. I wanted to know the truth. That's what I wanted to know. So then anyway, so he was he asked, please call me. So he had a British accent. He's like, oh, Mr. Broker, hey, I have mentored him for 17 years. He's a very great professional. And I'm thinking, So what? He's like, I was like, you know what? I just want to go to the board meeting so I can find out what happened. Okay. And he said, well, but, this is like made me even more mad. He's like, he's married to a Peruvian woman. Because I had said, you know what? Okay, this is what made me mad. I'm sorry, I'm like venting right now, but this is what made me mad on like this guy on the phone with me. He was like, oh, because I wrote on the complaint. I said, you know what? I think he looked at us and he saw our Latin names and they had made a decision. That's what I felt because my stepdad, he's older. He's very, he wears ratty clothes. I said, you know what? You could complain about my stepdad, but you know what? He's a retired Yale professor. He deserves respect. I'm sorry. Like this is all this stuff that you get angry about, because he wears like clothes with holes or whatever. But, and he doesn't hear very well. And like, I was just so upset about it. I was so upset. So anyway, I said all this in caps, you know what I mean? Like, like not all of it, but some of it. So anyway, as I was talking to him, I said I was going to talk to the board and tell him what, I said, I'll get back to you when I find out the facts. So then I go to the board and they tell me the guy first of all, he never told them anything about me or about us at all. He just already rejected beforehand. And that they like me. It's like, I don't know. It was so funny, guys, because the woman who was the head of the board, I thought they could be like very kind of snobby, like, hello, how are you today? No, but this woman, she was like, I thought she was Ukrainian or it could be even Russian. She had the accent of roses. She's like, I don't understand. Oh, thank you for coming here for board meeting. I don't understand. You see, everything you wrote is very nice. It had a very good down payment. You're a very nice person. I like you. We like it. I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to telephone him and tell him we like you. And so, so that's it. So the woman likes me. Guys, I honestly didn't know if I was even gonna because all of it was I was doing all of this to kind of like trash the guy, to be like, kind of like, this is what he did to me. This is what you should know about him. Because I showed the emails. I was like, did you speak to him when he stated here that he spoke to you? Did he in fact speak with you? And so she explained that he spoke only one time and they never gave me the details about the application and that he had already had other people. He said, he was telling me how some people and had different scenarios. And I was like, oh. So anyway, so that's it. So the last night, like at the end of it, she said she was gonna go ahead and email them and said that they wanted. This was like me a lot. It was clear. She said it. She's a very direct. She's kind of like me, like very direct, to the point. But then, guys, my parents were even scared because then after around 11, I decided to email back the big boss, the big real estate boss, and say, you know what? Because I got mad, guys, when he was talking to me, the real estate boss, he was saying, oh, he's a great professional and so forth. And he's like, he's close friends with the board director. And he's like, and he repeated several times. He said, the board director is powerful. She's powerful. He said it like that several times. And that kind of stuck with me. I was like, was he trying to threaten me? I felt like he was kind of like, it was half and half. Like he was kind of threatening me. And guys, when you go all the way with something like that, you can't back down. So then I wrote back to him. I said, I explained everything. I said everything that was said in the meeting. I said, it was a really great meeting. We got along. And because he kept saying the board, they are very difficult. Maybe they are. So I understand, the difficult, but I feel like I got along with them because we're similar, quirky, very direct, no BS people, So then I'm sorry, and then I'll go, sorry guys, this is okay. Is it okay to share? Sorry, I have to share it. So then the last thing I said, the last line was like, lastly, you mentioned that the board director is quote unquote powerful. Let me tell you who's powerful. New York Attorney General Letitia James. Below is a GIF image of me and her hugging. She gave me 2 hugs. I met her once at an event. And Miss James and Aja James, I said, Aja James speaks frequently about the connection between justice and what she calls the ministry, and how important it is for her to give voice to people who feel voiceless. And I said it was because of her example that I decided to speak up, because I felt like there was injustice. I said, but guys, the thing here, which is obvious, right? Like, if you are because there's something called Fair Housing Act, you can't discriminate, right? Like it's a really bad thing. So you can't, there's they're not supposed to do this. So that's what I said. Like, I'm not saying, obviously, I didn't say that I'm not friends with AG. I saw her once, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Are you going to tell me that the board director is powerful? Kind of like to threat? No, the board, first of all, I met her. She likes me already, got it together. And the fact that you were like using her to like threaten me, kind of like to say, oh, be nice, because I'm like, no, no, no. You want to know who's powerful, AJ James? Yeah. So, so then I think, you guys, my parents are like, don't be so hard on him. Like, they were afraid because I was like, we haven't signed a thing yet or anything. I was like, I know, but you know what? I can't take injustice. I have to say it. I had to say it. I had to say it because is it okay, guys? Okay. And my parents are like, wow. My friend even was like, wow, you said a lot. Like, he was really aggressive, guys, but it was very well written, very honest, very well written. I think I was a massive, no, really. So that's where I am. And then so today, this morning, because she said she was going to speak to him, and we heard back from Mr. Broker. Hi. And he complained to me. I said that, well, I heard your daughter, she called my boss. Never in my career has it happened. Oh, really? Never happened to me either. Motherfucker like you. So anyway, guys, that's the story. But I feel, and I think there's a strong chance that I could still get the apartment. Supposedly there's another, the woman, and there was another interesting thing. So the woman is like, she doesn't like dogs, or they don't have many dogs. It's a small building. They only have cats. She's like, do you have a little allergy for animals? No, I don't have any allergies. And I was like, and I don't have animals, but I like them. I was like, oh, I have many cats. Sometimes they wander around building. I was like, great. I like cats. That's cute. That's cute. No, really. So because I'm saying this because the other person, she said, there was another person who dog. Do you have a dog? No. No, then you're the person with the parent or something like that. Yeah, that's right. So that's the story, guys. It still hasn't been 100% processed, but I bypassed the board. I went straight to them, and and that's it. And I think, what? I think there's a very strong chance that we could be approved, because I don't think they have another, and I think they better get their shit together. Because Ada James, who's powerful? Ada James. Sorry, guys. So that was the story. That's the story. I don't know if from your perspective, this whole thing kind of crazy, right? I'm sorry. I feel bad because I'm using the live stream to talk about personal issues, but I think it's interesting. I just feel, guys, and I swear, and I even at the bottom, the last line of my email yesterday to the big boss was like, this observe what happens. Look at how much happens. I said, look at how much happens when we act from the righteousness within, because that's what I felt, guys. I was motivated. Like, what really drove me was like this power, this fire. There was a sense of injustice. Like, I don't care if if it was only rejection, I wouldn't mind, but it's the way that it was done that it felt wrong. Okay. So it was the way it was done that felt wrong. That's why I was like, guys, can you imagine doing all of this? Like, telling all this to all these people? I didn't, what, guys, sometimes you just lose, they have no fear, because if it's injustice, I was like, you know what? No, you're wrong. You were wrong, and I can prove it. Okay. You know what I mean? So that was that. Oh God. Okay. But I'm kind of drained, to be honest with you, because it's like very nerve wracking. And this guy, he was like, he still emails, and like, I can't see. I was like, I have my stepdad replied to him with whatever information. I just do not want to hear from him. I'm like, I can't, because I got, I was like, my friends were like, oh, I've never seen you so angry. I was like, so anyway, guys, so that's it. Righteous indignation, exactly. That's it. But it was interesting, guys, because I was writing about A.G. James and how she spoke about faith, and I said, A.G. James is a person of faith, and I explained like how she sees justice as part of the ministry. It's like the work of faith also is that you believe. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, I was like so inspired by it because really, like, I don't know, it was so interesting, like when you feel like you're wrong and I can prove it, like, and I don't care, that's the thing, when you don't care, because, guys, I was telling you about, I was like crying, I was like, oh, I don't have a lot of money, I have that or whatever, I have like not so great credit. But the point is, like, how like culturally, I know for me, I felt very bad about that, like, oh my God, this and that. But you know what it is? I think culturally people use shame. Like, I was being shamed. I felt like I cried because I felt shame in a way, because I felt like initially that it was about money. but it wasn't. That's what I think. It really, in the end, when I found out more information and then we put the numbers together, it was not correct that it was about money. It was about something else. They didn't like me or that or us or whatever, you know. And then the guy, you know, and the realtor, then he's like, oh, the guy told, oh, you know, he's married to a Peruvian woman. And it's like, oh, really? That argument, that, you know, the old argument, like, I have one black friend. Yeah, I'm not racist. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of thing when you're like, okay, I don't care who you're married to. You fuck with me. Big mistake. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? So that's it. Sorry. I just like, you know, again, guys, there's risk. It's possible that I could still be rejected, but I said, you know what I mean? Like I wanted the apartment and I said it. I was like, and I told the guy, I'm serious. It's like, yeah, he made a mistake. I said, Mr. Whatever made a mistake. We're all human. Let's turn the page. But you know what? I want that apartment. I'm serious about it. So guys, is it weird? I'm sorry. Like, am I like self-absorbed telling you this story? But I think it's I think it's an interesting story. Okay, really, ultimately, because even if you're wrong, like even because my parents were like, I guess they were more concerned about an apartment. I was like, I don't mind losing the apartment. For me, I want justice. Okay, like at the end of the day, if they decline it after a normal review, that's okay. But what I don't like is like how I was treated and how the guy discriminated against me. He did. Okay. 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 So, you know what I mean? And that's what I said. I feel like, you know, don't you think, guys? I think it was a form of discrimination. I really think it was. Okay. So you know what I mean? Like, right? Like, I think, because I kind of tell you why. Can I tell you why? Because when we were there, I noticed that he was looking somewhere, the guy, when we're inside the apartment, and he was looking at my stepdad's pants because he was wearing dirty pants. You know, he wears very old clothes and like his pants had like some kind of food stain. I didn't notice only at the end of it. But you're not supposed, and I was like, my mom was like, oh, I told him, you know, he should wear like better pants or better clothes. And I was like, no, next time you go, you should wear pants with a lot of holes that you haven't washed in a month. Make sure you leave the pants out so they really smell. And we're gonna walk in like that. Okay. Okay, not like that. You know what I mean? Seriously, because I was like, so anyway, because I just felt that, you know, I hated that. Like, if it's me, it's fine. But my stepdad, like, don't mess with them. Like, don't mess. I'll go get you. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, I was like, so anyway, it's a weird. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, embarrassed, guys. Is it okay that I did it? It's okay, right, that I did it. So I don't know. I don't know the story. Is there's possibility that we could get it? They approved it. They're going forward with it. Now I think it's the bank's information or whatever. But and the seller has to also approve the stuff. Her name is Rose. I found out. Her name is Rose. And so and so so anyway, so like so yeah, so there. Okay. Feeling powers of prescription, exactly, right, guys? I don't know. I feel good about it. Oh, look at the candle, guys. Okay, let's celebrate because the candles are all are on. They're very strong here. Let's celebrate. Speaking up for injustice. Let's celebrate. Telling people no. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Telling people no. Let's celebrate. Celebrate. We can speak up. Let's celebrate justice. Let's celebrate speaking up when you know it's wrong. Let's celebrate speaking up. Let's celebrate speaking up. What are guys? Okay, so did anybody birthday? So I'm gonna. So you know, guys, I recommend if you live near a Trader Joe's, they have a rustic apple cake. It's very good. I you know I had a little bit today, a little bit of it. Okay, so okay. All right. So I'm so if you okay, I'm gonna blow a candle. Blowing candle. Okay. So okay, so make a wish, guys. Let's make wishes. Make a wish. If there's nobody has birthday. If nobody has birthday. Okay. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, Celebrate manifestation. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate manifestation. Let me thank you, everybody, everybody for your wishes and prayers. Let me thank everybody for your wishes, your words and prayers. I know they played a role. I know they played a part. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna celebrate. I feel, guys, and I see the things. I feel things that are looking up for all of us. Okay. I'll tell you something else. That's okay. This is gonna blow candles. Okay. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So, so that's it. Okay. So, guys, yeah. So that's that. Oh, I was gonna say. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Oh, that's right. Yeah, guys. So much, so much happened so quickly. I was lighting candles like crazy. Okay, well, the all kinds of colors, and I lit. Of course, I always light the black candle because I feel like I have to remove this negativity from somebody. Return to him. Return to him. And then and then other colors, yellow. So the yellow candle yesterday. You remember the one time, guys, that the candle burned here a lot. Do you remember one time that was kind of scary? So this yellow candle was burning outside of the ring, and then immediately, so I blew it, so it was fine. But I'm around here. I was actually in the bathroom, like cleaning or whatever. But then when I saw the candle had like burned so much, I was like, wow, it's a sign. And I even looked up, well, like, well, what happens when you burn, and it's like, oh, it shows that your wish is really manifesting. So the yellow was like connection and what is it called, networking and so forth. And I was like, oh, it's going to work out with the board. And I felt like things had turned towards me, like I had won, you know what I mean, in that thing, like in the sense of like I won. I won, like, okay, I don't mean like winning the whole thing, but I was just like things turned on my favor. He did not get away. He did not get away with the target. Whatever he did, whatever he did, he didn't get away with it. No. So so I also did hexam. I did hexam, and I also did return to sender, but also hexam. Just as long as he's doing something to cause harm deliberately. Okay, like just as long as he's doing that, it's not gonna work for him. So 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 anyway, so that was that, guys. That was that. Okay. So interesting. I don't know if you know. Do I feel different? I probably feel different from last time, don't I? I think I do. I think I do. Um, I think I do. So, so, wow. Okay. Okay. So guys, now let's close this little conversation here of my own situation. So now, okay, did you see, guys? I thought it was kind of like, and thank you again for you guys left so nice comments, and so things, thank you again. That's very nice. Okay, let me just check. Okay, have everything. Okay, so all right. So anyway, so now moving on to the current topics, guys. Did you see that Kavanaugh has COVID? I thought I don't want, it's interesting. He has COVID, Kavanaugh. Oh, okay. Maybe this guys. I find it hard to believe that he's not. I know he's a right winger, but is he unvaccinated? I think he's probably vaccinated. Tess is saying, I feel a huge light energy from me, right, guys? It's motivating, I think. I really, guys, oh, the other thing I mentioned, this was interesting. Some of you might be interested in this, but on the first letter I wrote to the board, I spoke a lot about, I said, I spoke about the Jesuits. I said, I felt like it's like what they call the Jesuits call it the knowing within. Like, when something is wrong, like it doesn't, when something, guys, that feeling of like you had an experience, it doesn't feel right. That there is something like shady, and it's like that feeling where there was a lack of justice, or like if you lose a job to somebody who's a friend of such and such, stuff like that. Like it's very upsetting in that way. It's not that you were rejected, but you were rejected for the wrong reasons. So he's vaxxed. Oh my God, you read it, guys. Okay, so wow, he's vaxxed. Okay, but let's see. Let's see. I'll have to ask. Like, guys, I hope it's not dangerous. They said it was okay. I don't know. Okay. So it's almost like the candles, there must be candles for him. Guys, look, I told you my little thing here. I didn't have one because it was burning a little bit before. So, because I started earlier, okay. I'll have to ask for protections. Bit of a red light. Coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. Step into it. Feel protected. Step into it. I feel connected. I like instant informations. Come on from the higher sources. Let it create the beauty, and only the good, good for the good people. Good for the good people. Okay, put it away over there. Okay, so, okay. So, one sec. Okay. So anyway, okay. So let's start, guys. Let's just ask quickly about him because what was I gonna say? Sorry, don't forget. Okay, so let's talk about that, guys. Okay, for now, let's talk about that. And like, I almost okay. What is the story? Just 1 second, okay. I don't know. Anyway, so okay, so let's talk about why. Okay, so what is going on with Kavanaugh? Does he have it? Oh, guys, I see. You know what's so interesting? I see him, and then he's very like he looks kind of sick. But okay, duh, he's sick. But you know what? I feel like he drinks. Wait. I feel like he may be. Did we talk about it? He does he still? Okay, but by the way, does he still drink? I feel like is it an alcoholic? I feel like I see him like because if you're alcoholic, like true alcoholic, not like a person who drinks a lot, but really like your health could be sometimes terrible, right? Because your liver, if your liver is bad, right? It's situations like this. Okay, but does he? What is happening with him? He's, guys, it's interesting. I see that he's not well, even though you would think he got the Supreme Court. Isn't he? Is it okay? Why isn't he happy? He's like he knows it. It's like he's worried about people finding out. Like he knows it's only a matter of time that they're gonna. Guys, those people, like not everybody is completely cold. I'm not defending him, but some people like Trump, they don't have a conscience at all. But some people do. Others like Kavanaugh, even though they're not good people, they still it lingers. Like because guys, Trump has something inside that he's completely, you know what I mean, like completely incapable. So okay, so he's feeling okay. So why did he get it? Guys, did you see that Amy? I don't know why Amy. There's something where I feel like, but I don't think they meet in person today. I don't think so. But I think if he's around all these right wingers, like let's see what's going on with him. Let me see the cards, because I see that but I think he's sick. It's interesting, you guys. We're talking about here, like how I think this whole conversation, the whole drama of the real estate, like kind of uplifted me in a way. Not that I was like particularly like quote unquote depressed, but I was still, it was kind of the situation, all the like because I was supposed to leave here. There was like a lot of drama, a lot of different things, but it made me more like kind of woke me up. Not that I didn't, right? Bad immune system from alcohol. That's right. So I feel like your energy does. What I'm saying is like your energy does attract. I don't know. It's not that you attract this, but because there's so many great people that have illnesses. It's not that. It's more like there is something where you kind of like pick up on karma. So what is going on here? Because oh, that's the one is missing is a tarot. So because guys, I'm thinking that like 1 second, okay. I'm thinking that in his case, I don't know, is it serious or what's going on, guys? I think is this sick or like from other because I okay, is it that I think he can survive. I don't think it's like especially if he's vaccinated. right? And very few guys, I think very few people actually have it very bad. I don't know what the data is or information about how bad people who are vaccinated get it, right? Oh my God, it's funny. Jess said, Brett, quote unquote, I like beer, Kavanaugh, an alcoholic, question mark. So, oh, really? So what's going on with him as far as this COVID diagnosis? Guys, you know what I'm picking up on? Like also the wife and the kids. Remember how I never forgot that when I did reading about him, his kids suffer. They don't, I don't know, I don't know, guys. I wish the best, but I don't want to, but I just feel like there's something kind of bad here with him and his children and like the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of okay. Let's see here. Okay, Kavanaugh, what's going on with him? Oh, magician, upside down manipulation. Okay, something coming out. Oh, that's right. Glenn is saying when I look at his eyes, he always seems like he's stressed, afraid. People, oh, interesting. Now the Ace of Swords is interesting because it's a breakthrough. People behind the scenes. So manipulation, breakthrough. Okay, so no, our son. What is it? Interesting woman coming. A woman. Something about a woman. Answer. Witness. Interesting. Something coming out about a woman. Witness. Guys, you know how they said that. I wonder. You know what I wonder? Because that maybe a couple months ago it came out that the FBI hadn't properly reviewed. Remember how it came out that they just didn't do a lot of, well, really, they didn't do a lot of interviews, and that they let it pass. Like they didn't. I don't think he was ever really investigated. Do you remember the story about that? Like how? So I feel like I wonder if the woman is that the stories about the women, because the cards alone, just these cards alone here suggest sun is like success or exposure, something about the woman. And the key is answer, like opening, an opening of some of the information about a woman. So, right, the story, we'll find out more. So it's almost like that is weighing. Imagine it, guys, if he there's all these secrets, like nobody, a lot of people don't like him, right? I wonder why. If you're not conservative, and maybe even conservatives, you may not like him very much. So he knows that whatever secret could be amplified, you know what I mean? Like that, like especially, right? Especially since there was a whole thing that was very public. So imagine living with that, knowing that not only that is just one part. The second part is that people want you, and everybody talks about the debts. It's on the internet. Like people are like, okay, who paid for his debts? Or who paid for his house? Like a millions of dollars or something like that. I don't know. So, okay. So let's find out. Ooh, money losses again. Money losses. Angry. Guys, this is the angry. This is like me yelling at the guy. This is like me. I was like that yesterday. Even today, a little bit. Oh, foreign travel. Well, money losses. Angry. Angry woman or angry travel. Okay, so but guys, I really totally see him privately. He very much being like this. Like, ah. So, okay, so now here, okay, Gran Signore. Oh, that's right, the powerful person. I don't think it's him. I think it's whoever paid him. Oh, stunts exactly, private. So the Gran Signore in private, like, right, secretly, hopeless. So, wow. So it's almost like he's owned by other people. That's what I think. Guys, it must be weird. If your job is justice and then other people owns you, big little child is like the man, like the child, I think is Trump. There's him, the court. That's right. We know that already. So let's more information here. Okay. Great happiness. This was also related to money, by the way. Great happiness. Military is looking at your happiness, your income or whatever. Rich girl, your lifestyle. So that's what, guys, I wonder, is it really, because it sounds like his biggest concern here is the investigation into his activities, that it's going on. It looks like it's going on. So let me find out here. What's going on here? Wow, guys, you know what I was not expecting this. You know what I got? I see that, we need to investigate further. So I see him picking up the phone It's Chris Ray calling him. You know, you guys, you know that I've always defended Chris Ray, but you know he's a member of the Federalist Society, right? Like that was one of the things that people say bad things about him, but like he's a member of the Federalist Society. So he's like, Chris Ray's like telling him it doesn't look good, and then hangs up the phone. So, my God. Okay, so I want to know, is he friends with Kavanaugh? Because if you know what I mean, like they're friends, Federal Society. Like he was very huge. He's very huge on Federal Society. This guy Kavanaugh. So, oh my God. So let's find, no, different question. So what's going on? Because it looks like, again, the thing is that he's worried about investigation. So what is going on regarding the Kavanaugh investigation? What is going on with it? Yeah, no, I think first of all, there's a lot more, guys, it shows there's many more complaints about him. Like a lot of them, a lot more. And pretty serious, okay? And then it's not just the women who spoke, others as well. Number one. Number two, they're looking again at this stuff was submitted. Okay. Number one. Number two, that the finances, they may be looking at finances. Okay. That's right. Oh, they went to Yale. Oh, interesting. That's Chris Ray. That makes sense. But let me find out. Is there, so now let's go to the question. Okay. So did they, what is the FBI finding out about him, and two separate questions. What did Chris Ray tell him? Like, is Chris Ray covering up? Okay, really? Okay, so first question, what is the FBI in general finding out? Okay, the house, interesting. Guys, you know what's so interesting? Because I have, on my thing over there, I already removed the cards because the day that I was telling you, the yellow candle was burning so hard. I removed this thing. So, but I have a different set of tarot cards, like using the same, like a bigger ones that I put on my altar thing. And it's this card because it's a house, right? So a house. So I'm thinking this because for me, that's very much a house. Like it could be family, but the money for the house. Look, the house, the finances here in the house. Okay, manipulation. This is King of Swords. Okay, so right, he could be manipulated because of whoever the money. Okay, gaining a lot of money. Casino, gambling. Remember how he had gambling debts? This is casino card. Okay, casino, short illness. He's illness. Casino could be like gambling addiction, right? Because in illness, casino, right? Gambling addiction. Deal. He made a deal to cover up gambling addiction. Okay. So, okay. Okay, now, okay, what cards? Okay. Did I get, okay, this, okay, you know what's that? That's right, okay, so look at, now this is the clouds. Let's see more. Clouds, secret, unclear, doubtful secrets, doubts about the secret. So a lot, guys, it's interesting because these two cards to me have to do, this is legit secrets, but this is also like knowledge. So clouds, cover up, right? Cover up with the secrets, cover up. Oh yeah, woo, coffin. JD loves it. So here it is, like the cover up of the secrets lead to an end. This ending. No more cover up of secrets. No more covering up. No more clouds, not forever. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. What is okay? One, this one. Okay, this one. All right. So let's see here. The wedding, the marriage. Ooh, negative surprise. It was deal. So dealing. Negative surprise. Really? Oh, crying him. Ah. Oh, guys, you know what came to my head? I never had this before. Linda G. I see her sound in my head. Oh, it's big. She's saying it's big. Linda G. In my head here. She says, never. They have no idea. It's much bigger than anyone thinks. It's much bigger. She said. It's interesting, guys. I have a vision about Linda G. telling me something in my head. That's what I hate to say. Okay. So now what else here? Okay. The rich gentleman. That's right. The person paying. False person. That's right. False person could also be like a fake company, fake LLC. Big hope. So, okay. So the person, I think somebody because those conservatives, of course, they have a lot of money. They could very easily have given him. Oh, Oh yeah, a company or something like that just to take the money and run. So he's afraid. Okay, now let's find out about Chris Ray because I saw him calling Kavanaugh. So what does Chris Ray know? Is because I want to know what is Chris Ray kind of helping Kavanaugh or somehow covering up for Kavanaugh? What's going on? So okay, what's going on? Is that right? Is that okay? That's a good question, right? Let's say. So what's going on with Chris Ray? Is he helping Kavanaugh or not? Oh, justice upside down. Interesting. Oh, money. So just upside down. I don't know. So I find out. So is okay. That's it. Waiting. So he's guys. I don't think this alone. No. So justice upside down. They found this is about the money, and here is like this to me. This is a card. A hangman means you have to wait. You can't do it. Like his hands. It would mean if I have to always think of the question. I sometimes forget. But like, what is the question? The question is the guy. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, so do you see like this? Okay, like this would suggest that no, this far the justice is upside down. But it's interesting because he is the justice, right? Like in a way. So there's money involved, and that whether it's Chris Ray or him, they can't stop it. So that's interesting, right? They can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop, right? Wow. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Opportunity. Also luck. Opportunity for treachery. And then look at the next card, snake. So they're saying, wait, okay, that's right. Up just upside down, there was like lucky, no opportunity for treachery and betrayal. Because guys, you know what it is like you know how they say what is it called? That the thing they talk about the FBI, like a person with the spies. They say we have to recruit people who are in debt or have some either it's a debt, ego, or something else. I forgot the other thing. It's debt, ego, and the mind. If they can make up the person's mind. So in Kavanaugh's case, it's definitely a money thing, and addiction also, right? So covering up. But I don't think it's necessarily the mob. It could be just the wealthy donor. Okay. But they'll say, no, it's the mob. They're saying yes. Okay. Ooh, absence. Absence. He's gonna have to recuse himself. Oh, the friend ratted him out. No, they're like, no, Chris Ray he's saying he's a friend. He's not really that friend anymore. Okay, upsetting. So absent. So maybe guys, he feels like he's friends with Chris Ray, but I think Chris Ray. So what's Chris Ray? He's like, yeah, he's telling him he can't. I kind of feel like guys, he told him just like it's not going well, but I don't think he's saying anything else. He's not giving him everything. He's just saying he's not stopping the investigation though. So okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, one. Oh, this one, right, is missing. Okay, the guy upside down. Let's say one more. Found the money. They say they found the money. That's so interesting. The card's very consistent. Okay, Gadala. Have a Gadala? That's right, the young girl. Hello. So it's the two things. I'm like, well, young girl. I'm like, then I forgot. Then I remembered the whole thing with when he was a teenager, right? The teen, because this card is actually named the teenager because it's supposed to be right after puberty, like it's a teen girl. So they found money, and then there's like also the teenage stuff, and there was a deal. Interesting. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, wait, is that right? Do we have all? Okay, now here we have. Oh, and expect the payments. This is a card of the payments. And expect. Oh, prison. Oh, prison payments lead to prison. Payments lead to prison. It's called bribery. Payments lead to prison. It's called bribery. Payments lead to prison. It's called bribery. Okay, guys, and it's funny. Whenever we talk about Kavanaugh, what comes up is Justice Kennedy. And guys, this is so interesting. I almost feel like somebody's talking. Okay, let's find out what's going on with Justice. Is it okay? I'm sorry, it was not listed, but it's like so is it? You know what I want to ask about? Not Justice Kennedy, but the son, Justin Kennedy, the one. And by the way, guys, I was reading the book. I stopped the Peter Thiel because it's too dark. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I could only let me go back to the Middle East wars. Is a little better. No, but but there is some. It's a little too close to home. Honestly, I'm like, wow. So Justice Kennedy has two sons. One of them is close to Peter, not Justin. Justin is with Deutsche Bank. The other one is close to Peter Thiel and like Cambridge Analytica. I think he worked for Cambridge Analytica. Can you believe it? All the sons are like that, corrupt business. No, who knows? But I it's kind of shady. They have a shady connection. So let's go back to. I want to know about the Justin, not the other one. Forget about the other one for now, but because I feel like he's key to the story. I have a feeling that whatever Justice Kennedy did was to protect this son of his who works for Deutsche Bank, or worked for Deutsche Bank. So what's going on with this Justin Kennedy guy? This is what, because is he talking to the feds, or because, come on, nobody, guys, exactly nobody, but 0% of people believe that Justice Kennedy just randomly quit, right? Because remember, people said that he had even picked his the people who were going to be his clerks. He had already made the decision. So if he, what I mean, this is like very unusual. So tell me about Justin Kennedy. What's going on with him? Is he talking? That's right. Yes. He's talking. I feel like I see him giving some kind of, but inside, like, I guess he's talking to the cops or something. What's going on with Justin Kennedy? Is he talking? Because guys, he's involved in this Trump thing. Don't you think? He was the lender of the Chicago property that is under investigation. And then I see AJ James here. Interesting. Oh, this is a faction. Money. There's money problems here. Ooh, too much of a good thing. Or also, okay, let's see here. Okay. Child. The beginning. What's going on with Justin Kennedy? Ooh. Scythe. Okay, what's going on with him? Okay, the scythe cutting the house. Child removing the house. Interesting. Well, child removes the house. Could be the guard of the house sometimes means family or family reputation. You know what I mean? So the child's problem could cut the reputation of the family. Let's say one more. Let's say more. Okay, here it is, a widow. Ooh, trapped. Trapped. This is bad. This is usually the card of like prison, or you're trapped, but because I think in this like theoretical world, it's like and it's funny, I wrote here 2 pluses when it's because it's a bright. It says scam or prison. Okay, so this is bad. Okay, what else? Oh wow, loyalty upside down. So treason. Okay, so he's involved, guys. He's involved in this thing, I think. Okay, but what is it? Oh, this is leggerezza. It's like means transfer of something. Could be transfer money, but I think it caught talking. Transferring the money. That's it. Transferring the fortune. Money transfers. Okay, money laundering. Okay, for the kids, money laundering for the kids. And remember, guys, remember how Ivanka, he 10 days before he quit, Ivanka went to see him at the Supreme Court. Remember? Good to see you, Stas. Okay, so go, hang out with, good to see your husband. Okay, go see him. So anyway, so like, it's interesting that you see, like, he transferred the money to Trump. And then remember Ivanka, she said he was their banker. I know him, I work with him, right? He was transferring money. Okay. So next, okay, so here we have the gift. It means he got something, okay, from far, journey. And the man, now this could be a memorable. Okay, woman, man, woman, who else? Comes out of the rush. So he, guys, is involved. It's telling me he's under investigation, actually. Wow. Okay, guys, do you have questions? Let me know if you have questions also, because I need to ask another question. And let me know if I should change the topic, because I'm like, he doesn't want to get into something. I'm like, I want to get to the bottom of it. So let's find out. So is what's happening with Justin Kennedy? What's next? Okay, what is the fate of Justin Kennedy within the next 4 years? Let's say this, like, because this is a big deal thing. So what's happening with Justin Kennedy in the next 4 years? Okay, this is anger, truth coming out. Okay, about the kids, or the past will be the past. Okay, organization. Okay, family also, but a different way, like a network, the organization at work comes out. Public, this is public. Okay, a lot of the thief card, theft. Interesting. With a woman, there's a woman involved here. Justice upside down. How interesting. And it's interesting because that's also his dad. Justice is also his dad. So wow, the mob, deadly dance, the mob, the mob, the woman. See, interesting. Twice the woman, guys. Guys, you know what I'm getting also. Uh, what if like there was a woman from the mob like with him or something? Okay, the enemy. That's it. There was an enemy like moving thing. Okay, there's a messenger. He got the Saint Justice Kennedy got the message from the mob, and he was like, okay, I'm out of there. Okay, gloomy thoughts. Okay, gloomy thoughts. Privately, he's really worried. Grief. He's like, I see, guys. He's isolated because he's truly involved in all of this. And the guys are saying, I feel like the whole family name is hovering. So what is he gonna do? But at the same time, guys, I feel like I felt before that he would talk, but I'm getting the sense that he doesn't want to talk because he's so afraid that he's going to ruin the family name. Imagine, like, guys, because really, like, I think if you're the child of a Supreme Court justice, I do think your life has to be pretty clean. You know what I mean? We would look bad for them, right? Don't you think? And it's like, yeah. And that's why, and I think he knows though, he Justice Kennedy, but even before Trump, knew that the sons were involved in kind of shady activities. And the sons they're saying they were children of privilege. They didn't quite understand that they were also targets of foreign intelligence. You know what I mean? Like, I think some people's, you know what I'm saying? They know who these other people, you know what I mean? Like, they know who the shady people are and they know who they have to target. And they were, right? So the people who caught him or who worked with were not stupid. They knew that there was like, okay, so wow. Okay, one sec. Wow. Okay, so what is going to happen here? Guys, I see an indictment. I think he's going to be indicted. He may choose to talk because it has to do with, this is very close to Trump because it's the person, guys, he's telling me he transferred money into Trump organization bank accounts. He was the banker in Deutsche Bank that decided if Trump could have. Can you imagine the person who said, yeah, sure, and he was like, it's telling me, guys, very clearly that he would take the money from, they would exchange the money from the Russian accounts, whatever. He's very involved in this, 100% for sure. So he's in trouble, and I don't think, again, I feel like he's so afraid of the conservative people and maybe this mob thing that he does not want to look bad. Like, I feel like for him it's a catch-22. You can't run, and he can run and he can hide. So, but I feel like he has to be indicted before he is going to talk. You know what I mean? So, okay. Yeah, so guys, but it's saying, of course, guys, can you imagine, all of it is related, because of course the Kavanaugh payments, and then this guy and Justice Kennedy leaving because of Justin Kennedy, right? Pretty much he left because of the son, right? Because of information related to the son. So it all comes together, and I see, guys, I see like all kinds of like threads tying everybody together, little physical thread, like almost like a physical thread. And then they fall, and everybody falls together. When one falls, the other falls too. So it's like very complicated. Okay, does it answer, guys? Oh wow, we started with like the COVID diagnosis for Kavanaugh. So okay, so that's the story. Again, timing is complicated, but I don't think, okay, is he gonna be, I feel like he may be around the latest. I don't see him around 2024. He might leave before, who knows? Okay, maybe 2022, but not 2024. So now we have an unexpected retirement in the Supreme Court, something like that. Okay, so, and I think he's debating right now, Kavanaugh, if he retires, like because you know what I mean, like it's going to be very embarrassing. So he might as well just leave. Is he going to leave, or is he going to stay? So let's say that's why the next elections are so important. Okay, so let me move, guys. This is very interesting. Okay, again, if you have questions, let me know, because now let's talk about guys, have you noticed lately that there's all these news about conservative justice saying that the Supreme Court is very fair? It's not a cabal. No, it's not a cabal, but it's so weird that you have to say it like that, right? So Sam Alito, what's up with him? What's up with Sam Alito? Collecting money. Oh, there he is collecting. I collecting money here, collecting something. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Samuelito, Samuelito, there you. Where are you? Where art thou, Samuelito? Wait, I'm just looking for the screen. I don't know. Are you there? Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. The screen is so small. I'm like, where's the screen? It's because I made it small so it doesn't. I don't get. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so there's okay now. Let's see. Oh, he's restless, restless. Oh, the star upside down. He's going the wrong path. Is he really? Why? Oh, guys, this is guilt, but also religious things. Oh, religious or guilt about the foreign stuff, the foreign interference and the values. It's the kind of saying he's down with those kinds of values. Okay, really? No. Oh, important revelations. The interesting, blocked, or could be impeachment. Oh, he's contempt. He's angry. Important revelations about it could also be about Trump's impeachment for some reason, or important revelation blocked. Interesting. Or they could be blocking. Is it okay? Let's find out more. Another foreign travel card. Okay. The business upside down. Problemos. Okay. Oh, sad letter. Okay. Okay. So change. Things are changing. Changing a long way. The court. Interesting, guys. So wow, it suggests that there's more. Like you know what, guys? They're telling me they're afraid of the revelations related to the Russia stuff, because the GOP depends. You know, it's saying that they're complicit with voter fraud, and I'm talking about guys. You know, it's telling me they know that they know that the 2016 election is not fake, but it wasn't like they got into this computer systems. I feel like they're very. Remember, I told you guys this. We could tell these people are very nervous. All of them, the conservatives, are all like really weird. They're acting weird because they had this big plan, and it's not going according to plan. They thought that they could just kind of like convince. You know, they have the media kind of on their side for the most part, right? Like even as we know, and then but it's not working the way, and he seems really nervous. What's going on? They because the guys, their whole lives they were planning for something like this, but now that they have it, it's not working so easily. You know what I mean? Like they're not able, and I feel like they're disconnected from each other at the same time. I know it sounds crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Neil Gorsuch does not. He seems like the better one, honestly, out of all of them. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. He does not. He does not look like a nice person either, but I feel like, wow, it's kind of okay. Let's go. Let's continue. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's why it makes sense, right? So okay, I'm gonna skip the Michael guys. That guy, what the hell, Michael? Do you want to know? Do you want to know about him? But let me leave him for the end. It's more like he's almost like a joke, like almost. Oh no, let's. I want to. Okay, let's go to the. I want to talk about Hillary's comment. It's very smart. But let's do the Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook, parents of slain children win defamation case against conspiracy extremist Alex Jones. So this is great. I love it because guys, we talk about propaganda, and I forgot to add this. I should have added this. This woman on Twitter, Julia Davis. I don't think it's her real name, but she's a Russian person who translates Russian news. And she said that the woman, it was like when YouTube, I told you, blocked those Russian websites. She said, oh, but nowadays in modern warfare, we need YouTube. It's a very powerful weapon. It was disinformation, right? And one of the techniques of disinformation is find things that the like culturally we care about and attack it so that people start challenging their own culture. And this is a big one for them. So, and we know that InfoWars is really what it is, information warfare. So he is really furious. And he's saying that, and somebody's giving him whiskey, but I think that he's nervous, not necessarily because of the financial consequences, but because they are going to expose, you know what I mean? They could be exposing, going into his messaging and where it comes from and so forth. So what's going on? Alex Jones, now that he lost the case. Okay, aggression, the world upside down, new plans, money. Okay, so interesting. Or it could be that he doesn't have enough money. Oh, money, that's right. He doesn't have how is he going to get the money to pay for it? Okay, the friends come out. Oh, it's going to be recognized who his friends are. Okay, who gave him? He's going to come out. Who gives him the money? Okay. Now warmth. Okay. Oh, and this is the parents and the kid. Okay, the kids. Victory upside down. So he lost to the parents. That's right. Okay, Victory upside down. Now this is interesting. This card, the retirement. So I wonder if this looks like Trump to me. Okay, the house is also the family. Sick, the home. You know, guys, he's supposed to be a very bad dad. Okay, drinking Kool-Aid. I don't know if he drinks like a lot, but so it could be like his Kool-Aid, the lies and the propaganda. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, sad news for him. Really? No way. Sad news deal. Work, about his work. Interesting. So tell me what it means. Saying that they're gonna come around it. I see, guys, at the same time that he almost confesses already. You know what I mean? Like he talks about like there's all these Russians that he's associated with, and I see that he's almost like literally he's looking at the like looks in front of him is like a car crash. But I almost feel like he's telling me he's gonna go have a car crash or like he wants. Can I tell you something kind of really creepy and weird? Like I see him taking a car, like one of those very expensive cars that go fast really quickly, like you press and it's like 100 miles an hour, 200 miles, I don't know. It's like almost like a Ferrari or something, and going really, really fast and hitting something like on purpose, like suicide or something. uh and it's like almost like he's looking back at his life like, yes, I knew it was this, what I was doing was kind of suicidal, but I didn't want to stop, and now he's finally like, you know harvesting what he sowed. Okay, so what happened? Like I say, what's happening? Let's say in 5 years, where else will be? Well, okay, 2020. Let's say 2020, 2026, October 1st, 2026. Where's Alex Jones? Defeat. Okay, so where's Alex Jones? I see him in a prison, guys. I see he's wearing orange outfits. Okay, so defeat. Interesting. Public. This is public or victory. Defeat. Interesting. Things change now. This is in public. Defeat in public. Because this is one thing contrasts the other. Defeat, victory, but I think defeat in public changes. This is election or multiple or something. Okay, multiple letters, election information. Okay, deal. So multiple letters or settling multiple. That's right, because if it's fined liable, then a lot of things could come out. You know what I mean? It's just a start of a lot of lawsuits. Okay. Gossip. That's right. He says bad things about people. Now, this is not more indictments for him. There's a man. There he is. Okay. So, okay. Now, the big plant. It didn't work out. Oh, this is the wife. It's interesting. He got this card. Okay. Now, the fake friend or yeah, he has shady business friends, I think, ultimately, right? Somebody's going to betray him. This is the friend upside down. Again, it's like somebody who betrays you. Okay, now good person. After, or like being an slightly older person, kind of like my age. Okay, and it leads to an ending. Okay, so good lady. That's good person ending. That's right. It's to an ending. Yeah. That's right. So I don't know, guys. It does not look good for him. Okay, so where is he going? Is he going to have? Is he going to? No. They say they're shutting down the offices. No videos. No, they're gonna have. If I know, he's gonna. And I see him in prison. He loses his money all because, guys, that's what's great about it. Imagine the judge, like, yeah, defamation. He could, kind of like remember the Gawker thing where Peter Thiel's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sue them and got millions. And the same thing. These parents, guys. If I was a judge, I'd be like, what about 55 billion? Because there's no price after the tragedy they went through to keep people like saying that you lie and then some people actually believe it. There's no price. There is nothing that will ever make it okay. So okay now that answer, like, imagine they harass the parents, not just that say they lie, but they harass them. What kind of sick person does this? My God, he deserves it. Yeah. So no. So I'm glad we looked into it because it makes me feel good. Okay, justice. Okay, now let's talk about Hillary Clinton backs ending filibuster. Because, guys, okay, now we constantly talking about the trash people that are, that are like trying to, the people like cinema on top of the GOP. Like they're kind of like GOP basically. So remember how like first Now we're not even talking about it anymore because the truth is out there. Mention, no, we can't do filibuster. We need filibuster is good for us. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. Like now, so she's saying exactly the right thing. Hillary, she backs, and the GOP does not respect the rule of law clearly. So we need, So I said before, guys, when we looked into it, that it would take some time. So what's up? No, they're saying no, not now. They're saying after the next. Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna happen before 2024. But we're gonna need to elect more people. Okay, so what's happening with the filibuster? Strength. It's good. It's strong now. Emperor upside down. The Russian influence if offer. Interesting. So, I wonder why. Okay, now bear personal finances or offer news. Guys, okay. So, okay, this is interesting because I wonder if it relates to the. Remember, the stuff I also listed is that Kristen Cinema's net worth changed. So I wonder, somebody got personal finances, got a lot of offers, and the news is going to come out about it. Okay. I worry. There's worry about what? Worry from man. There's man that get worried. There's hope. There's hope. Okay, baby upside down. Facade. Losses. Somebody losses. So what is happening? So this is let's see. Okay, meetings, ideas. Okay, the letter. So no, it's saying that people are paid to like vote against the stuff. I think I see mention, what I mean, and that woman. So, so I think as long as Cinema and Manchin are around like this, like they are now, it's not going to go through. But I think it's possible if we get more people, it's going to go through. Okay. Okay. So what is the alternative? She's not saying Cinema. She's not coming back. And Manchin might quote unquote retire. Okay. So it was just a check, guys, because there's no serious answer here. Okay, so do I talk? I feel like I talk about her already. Let me leave it. Should I talk about Kristen Sinema? So where's the article on the internet was saying that she, and I don't know, guys, I don't really have documents, but they said that she went from making 38,000 to having $1 million net worth since 2018. I don't know how true that is, but what is up, guys? Did you see, by the way, she left. She was supposed to vote on something. She left early. She said, "Oh, I have a headache. I have to go home." Bullshit. What she really went to do is to go to some fundraiser with conservative, write some kind of fundraiser. Okay, like that. I think it's conservative, but I don't know. But okay, so let's continue now. So what's up with her money? Are they gonna? Okay, yeah. Oh, look, balancing, quid pro quo. Oh yeah. Interesting. Now this is interesting because this is the cards that are like these two cards together, like the connection, but also the karma. Okay, success, not so good for her. Okay, flatterer, ass kisser. There she is. That's right. She's a flatterer, ass kisser. Love upside down. No, people hate her now. Yes. Attack. Interesting. Letter. So would it be? Okay. Okay. Waiting. So there's waiting. 1, 2, 3. The person. Tower. Okay, could be the stressed. So also corruption. So I think guys is telling me they are going to find that she received some shady money. I don't know what it's going to lead to, but first of all, she's not going to be reelected. So did she? I think so. I think it's possible that she got some other, but I don't know. It's complicated to ask that question. Okay. Oh, Morsi, I'm not seeing the comments. Okay, so. Okay. So. Sorry, I'm gonna. Okay, so let me go back here. So, okay. So that's okay. So that's that. I don't think, yeah, she's not, it's not gonna end well for her, this whole thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave the Biden House Democrats Unite behind his agenda, but let's do now. Corey Lewandowski made unwanted sexual advances. So Morsi had posted that. I had talked about how I believe, and guys, by the way, did you, I, so much stuff happens, but did you see, I posted that, and then yesterday, I think I read that, like, I read an article and more in depth about the story about her and him. But what's really suspicious, and it's funny because it aligns with what I had seen, is that they traveled together a lot, and they were seen, quote unquote, partying at hotels, high-end hotels. Because what the thing I saw was like a dark place, almost like a fancy, either like some really fancy restaurant, but it looked like kind of, so to me, a hotel restaurant makes sense, because she was kind of dressed, and it was like, or maybe some kind of fundraiser after party, something like that, because it makes sense. Like so cause it could be a hotel lounge very well. Okay. So then, she denied it, right? But then she had so much Botox that, and like, she was like that. So anyway, but then there's this person, Trump donor, saying that Lewandowski made unwanted sexual advances, and then there are witnesses. Part of me, like I was telling you guys, for some reason, I have a feeling like he wants to distance himself from Lewandowski. And another, do you remember around the time that when he was still around in the Trump administration or connected to Trump, that it came out that Jared Kushner hates Lewandowski, and that Lewandowski was pushed out by Manafort. Do you remember this story? This was early, I think it was even before Trump was actually elected. So part of me thinks, this is just reason, okay, I will find out, that the reason why they're saying these things about Lewandowski is because everybody wants to take him down. It's unclear why, but it's sort of like they seem, I feel like, because the article that about him and Kristi Noem came out in a so-called conservative website, not some other website, conservative. So it's almost like there's a plot against him. Not that he's not an innocent, but I feel like it's it's almost like they want to scapegoat him or something like this. So so he's not a great person by any means, but you know what I mean. Like, it does feel like they want to blame him for the, you know what I mean. Like he has to be the fall guy kind of feeling to this. Because if they really, come on, let's get real. If they really cared about sexual advances, it wouldn't be the GOP. You know what I mean? They're really going to investigate sexual advances, those kinds of things. Okay, so let's continue. So what's up with Lewandowski? Let's find out the cards. Yeah, I do think he's shady, and okay, so Wheel of Fortune, go down. The woman. Oh, interesting. Lies or illusion. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so changes, change. This is moving. Change, permanence for the man. Permanent change for him. Things really change. That is for a long time. Change, permanent. Okay, now this is the meeting. You see the meeting, man and woman. To me, I feel like it's a meeting. It could be a work meeting, but in this case, it could very well also be like a love affair situation. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, he was. Oh, I really want it. Oh, was he in love with her? Interesting. He's sad. Oh, that's really interesting, guys. Look, it's an interesting combination. The melancholy upside down, and also like longing for something. Wow, interesting. What if he's in love with Kristi Noem, huh? Oh, look, I got another card of a man and woman meeting. So truly, it looks like, look, this one, right? They went to have a rendezvous. Protector, donor. That's right. This is a donor. Visit. Interesting. Donor visit. Oh, that's right. I remember I was telling you fundraising. That's right. So let's see. Wait, what's it one more? Because, okay, talking blocked. Okay, fighting. So talking to block him. Okay, so they are, in other words, I feel like, yes, I think especially the thing about Kristi Noem. Oh, you know what is they're telling me, guys? It makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that what it's telling me here is that they knew that this makes a lot of sense. They knew the story about Kristi. You know how the right wing is very good at propaganda. So they knew the Kristi Noem story is coming out. So they came out with this story to kind of like, there's a technique, I forgot how to say, something like to flood the information flood the channels, something like that, like to flood the information so that people get confused, so that they think he is the guy who's actually saying these things and not her. Does it make sense? Kind of like knowing that this stuff was going to come out about him and her, they say, oh, but actually he's a predator. She's not. It's none of that. Does it make sense? So I think part of it's, you know, they're telling me that this story is not so. It's not that he didn't do it. Does it make sense? It's kind of like they want to take him down. Not okay. So again, but why? What is it? Okay, who's behind this? You know, okay, guys, does it make sense? Do you feel this way too, that they want to take him down? Because I mean, I think you have thousands of people in the GOP that you could take. Why take down the guy who is not even involved in politics? Technically, he's not a politician, right? So I feel like it's kind of suspicious that they're going out, right? Like, I don't know. Not that I obviously not defending him, but does it make sense? Like what I'm saying, like why are they doing this? Assert yourself, focus. What's going on? Oh, interesting. Now this is focus. Interesting. There's like very targeted here. Legal problem. Oh, legally end something. Wow, this is the mob, like legally end mob money. There's something like this. Okay, guys, you know, okay, this is so crazy. I remember this. Around the time of the Mueller investigation, how he was involved in like, didn't he go travel abroad? Am I crazy that I think he was involved in some of the investigations of the Mueller report? We'll have to look it up again, but it seems like a long time ago. Loyal to money, loyal. Okay, and this is not for long. So I think honestly, they want to get him out of the picture. They decided, okay, coming out here, coming out treachery and fights. So I think they decided to take him down. Why? Okay, why? He knows too much. I see Manafort though. You know, guys, in 1 second, let me look him up, because why do I keep seeing Manafort? Manafort. Oh, that's right. Manafort doesn't like him. Manafort, Lee. Let's see, 2019. What Lewandowski said about Paul Manafort. Oh, but guys, you know what's saying very important here. Internal polling. Oh, he's the guy who gave the internal polling data to Manafort. This is huge. Remember the whole thing with the collusion with Russia is that the Manafort took the internal polling data from Trump campaign and gave to some, you know, it's been proven that is from the guy in the Russian military. Okay. Wow. We know where Mr. Manafort is. Okay. Wow. Lewandowski said he didn't know Manafort would share the information, and he didn't know whether the Russians asked for it. Lewandowski also said didn't think Trump was advised of the day-to-day minutiae of his campaign while he was a candidate. He said campaign didn't do any internal polling for the first 15 months. So he knows this is big. Okay, this is very big, guys. It's probably one of the biggest things that could take down this whole, don't you think? So this makes sense. Great to see you, Jada Lara. Enjoy your grandchild, okay? Wow, this is big. So it makes sense that they want to bury him. They want to discredit him because he may know stuff, guys. This makes sense. That's why I keep seeing it like, yeah, Manafort. Because guys, technically, I do think that Manafort is like a member of the Russian mob in a way, right? That's who he's loyal to. Wow, this is big. Okay, so there's more. Yeah, there's more to the story. It's not, and I feel like, what's saying, kind of telling me that Lewandowski is kind of like a fool, or like he doesn't know who he was messing with, kind of thing. Okay, he's like, it's kind of stumbled upon this, and I do think they want to make him the fall guy and stuff like that. So it's big. It's a big thing. And wow. They're telling me you'll be surprised. He might. I think when I get the sense, guys, he has some like weird like street knowledge or something. He has that kind of vibe when he realizes people want to take him down, even though he's kind of slow. I don't get it. Then he may talk because he has nobody on his corner really other than Trump. And even Trump is like, let's get rid of him because he knows too much. Okay, that's what I think. But we'll see. It's kind of suggesting that Lewandowski may eventually like come out and tell the truth. Okay, okay, we'll see. Very interesting. Okay, now let's talk about Biden and House Democrats unite behind his agenda, but it may take more time to pass. So what's going on? I see a hand right away. And then they know that I see Pelosi with a blueprint, like she knows where it's going, but I feel like it's really specific. They say they're cutting, like she's cutting the blueprint, almost doing a collage, like they have to make it smaller. Oh, that's right, they have to make some changes. But then it's like they could build a smaller house, and later they could do add-on rooms and add-on. So if something has to pass, and then later when Congress and everything changes, they can kind of, I don't say redo it, but add a lot of things to it. So they have to pass something. They're now having to they're realizing where they're going to compromise, but they know that guys, Pelosi is almost like a god or something. No, she knows so much, So, but she's very committed to this. That's what I see. Okay, so tell me what Pelosi, judgment upside down, burden. Moving on. That's right. Okay, interesting. Okay, money. That's right. A lot of money. That's true. Attack. Okay, reconciliation, right? It's interesting because this card is reconciliation of the budget. So they're attacking. There's a lot of money, but they're attacking the reconciliation. They don't want to. Okay. This is information. Conversation not going so well. Lies. People are lying. Okay, so more. Okay, child in the beginning or. Like new beginning for the lady regarding all of it. So they have to redraw it. Interesting. Guys, the cards are good today. Interesting. Do good meaning like specific. So they have to redraw it. But that's what I think. Guys, it's kind of interesting to see it like this. So they're gonna have to read. But I think she still is hopeful. Hopeful meaning like they're figuring out how to do it in a more modular way so that things can be added on later. Okay. Okay. So guys, do you have questions? Okay, tell me if you have questions because there's a few minutes. I have something later, a little bit later. I got a call at like 9 something, but tell me if you have questions. Okay, if you have any questions about anything, because I have a few minutes. Or through to Michael Adele, I don't know. He said he lost money. But he's saying, guys, he's like, it's saying he's part of these kind of shady businessmen that work for the GOP. And a lot of times they have quasi fraudulent businesses. They peddle these weird products or whatever. And then they got money. It's almost like they're fooled into, I'm not saying they're innocent, but they're like, they got fooled into it. Wow. Very interesting. Oh my God, no, good to see you, Joanne. No, but no, good to see you, So guys, wow, so interesting. So yeah, so now I feel like they get, it's saying that those people are kind of roped in with easy money schemes, and then they realize they start owing money. So interesting. It's like a racket thing, honestly. And then they lose business because they lose business because of association with Trump, and they realize like it's almost like they lure people in with easy money, and then they want to turn around, they realize like everything, because you have to give up everything in order to go with Trump. It seems easy and fun at the beginning until you realize like it's too late to get out. Okay, so this is an interesting question. ISF, I have a question unrelated. What about the 2020 census? Will there be revelation of wrongdoing before 2022 midterms, and how will it impact redistricting? Okay, so let's see. So what I get indivisible is that I see that the Justice Department is swamped. There's so much going on, especially regarding January 6th and so forth. I think they want to redo it. They want to look at everything, but I feel like it might be too late for it now, right? And it's true. Like, I don't know that they're going to have time to do it, because the problem is at ISF that they have to announce that there's a problem with it, but then redo it. Because imagine it's like a mess that it would be. like, so the word I got here on my head was 2024. They're going to have to redo the census. For some reason, they're going to do it on 2024. Because you know what I mean? They have to, there's not just, because the problem is if they reveal it now, there's already doubts about the election. So they're going to, the GOP is going to weaponize it to look like, oh, look, they're all like, not, nothing, don't trust anything. It's all, so I don't even know. And think about all the legal appeals that they're going to do. So they once they announce it, they're going to have to announce it. They also are going to redo it. They can't leave it up in the air. You know what I mean? They just have to say, okay, there were problems, and they're going to. So I think they okay. So the question. So the answer is they're investigating. They're going to have. This is a very serious investigation. You know what I mean? Like, it's very intense, and because it's something, it's a big deal. They're going to have to announce and to have to redo. So. Oh yeah, no, totally, Jess. They totally should have. But was so huge for the GOP, and Trump was president. Of course, he was not, right. So they know that but it doesn't make sense. So it's kind of like, you can't just say, oh, there was something wrong. You have to, like, you have to announce they're going to have to redo it. That's the thing. And imagine how much right now with the kind of the Senate that we have, it's not going to go. Don't you think? Like, oh no, Manchin, no. Do we have to? We always are fighting. We're never trying to unify each other. We're never trying to. Well, look, remember how they used to? Oh, what about unity? There, remember, Manchin was like, there's 10 people in the GOP. I'm waiting for them to come to the table. Yeah. Never happens, because it's not true, right? They're never going to do that. Never going to do that. So that's like, it's like, you guys, so many big things. I think right now they're focusing on the thing that is like, that is a January 6th. Because I again, remember I was telling you guys, they have to take the people down. Because if you take them down, and I see guys, Boebert right away, I feel like she's not going to be around even 2022. She's totally like compromised, that woman. But so wow. Wow, guys, sorry, I'm here thinking. This good. Oh, look, that's it. Secret, dark secret, invitation, secret. That's right. Like secret stuff is gonna come out, basically. Look, and then here, letter. Now, letter. Do you remember like how they would come to your house? The information, the ballots, the census ballots. Sick. Oh, that's right. That's right. Look. Oh my God. Perfect. Perfect. Census ballots, and then sick. In other words, the COVID and the census, like this, they didn't do enough ballots, or like a lot of people didn't answer the door. We have to wait. Okay, they should have waited. Prison. So a prison in this case doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's going to go to prison. It could also be this for this prison, something like tight, like it was in the condition, they were tight, they were compromised in some way, right? So this is true. Soon they're going to come out. It's telling me soon they're going to come out. Here, the helpers. So because the helper, or guys, I'm getting this thing, a whistleblower. They could get a whistleblower. Block. There's a block because of the snakes. About the people, the loyalists to Trump. It could be the people that help to use. And guys, and Palantir, that shady company owned by Peter Thiel, is involved in this. So it was involved in the census. So we know that if they're involved, of course it's shady. So it's saying no, we're gonna have to redo. We're gonna redo it. We're gonna redo a lot of things that Trump did because it was shady. Okay, we're gonna redo and then eventually undo. But oh my God. Okay, just a quick question. Why is it taking so long? I was like, you always ask that. It's coming. Say it's coming. Oh, it's on its way. I mean, justice is what I'm talking about. So, all right. Okay, guys. So that's it. Okay. That's it for now. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for listening. It's 9:02. 9:02. No, 9:02. Okay, 9:02. And then I'll see you Monday. Okay, I'll see you Monday. And then Joy, and it's telling me like this, the words, like it's kind of saying things are going up. It's getting better. It's saying it's getting better. Things are getting better. And it's telling me, think about how many people are vaccinated, how it's saying the progress of making it obligatory to get vaccinated is already a great thing. Things are changing for the better. You don't know it yet, but things are changing for the better. Okay, so that's the message that is very positive today. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going for now. I'm going. And and I'll see you Monday. Okay. Thank you guys. Oh, that's right. You wanted to ask a question tomorrow. I don't know, guys. Are you even away? Okay, I'm not even. It's funny. I'm not paying attention very much. I have so much. I'm not going. Honestly, I have so much to do. I didn't even know that there was this thing going on. Maybe I'll go. I'm right here, but quickly or something. But it's like, wow, interesting. So tomorrow's Women's March. Okay, is it bad? I didn't even know this. Wow, I guess I'm not really like paying attention to a lot of things. I don't know, but just so you know, it's everywhere, right? Right? Indivisible. Wow. Oh, thanks, Martha. Thanks, Lynn. Okay. Yeah. No, that's right. We'll see. It's like more like, yeah. Wow. Thanks, guys. Okay. So yeah. So no, guys. Seriously, it's tomorrow. Okay. So it's probably like it was that time. But first, why do I not know about it? It's kind of strange. I don't know. I feel like I should know about it, but I don't. Okay, I'm not on Facebook. I don't other than here, I'm not on social media that much, I guess. But all right, okay, guys. Love you, okay? Okay. Bye. Have a good weekend. Okay, bye.